Emotional Eating SOS. You can play this recording when you find yourself in the midst of an emotional eating episode. Right when you're about to open that bag of chips, or when maybe there's a cookie already in your mouth. First, let's acknowledge that a part of you is reaching to food so that you can feel better. Which means that something is happening to you, and it's not about the food. It's not about the cravings. And I invite you now to move your focus from the food to yourself. Because the truth is, no matter what you've been telling yourself, right now, you are experiencing something difficult. And there's a part of you that has learned how to protect you in its infinite wisdom from what's happening to you by reaching to food. Whether it's to numb or to comfort or to distract or to allow a feeling of relaxation, it's almost irrelevant. What is relevant here is that in this moment, you are turning back towards yourself. Now, think back on your day or your week. Did you experience something that was challenging, perhaps unfair, or even angering? Did something occur that provoked an emotion, causing you to feel anxious or depressed, rushed or pushed, tired, exhausted, lonely? If you can't find any particular trigger, or if you think, well, I always feel this way at night, just say, I'm not okay, and I don't know why. If you do know the reason, you can say, I'm not okay, I know exactly why. I know exactly why I'm so pissed at my boss, right? If you know, just name the reason. Next is you name your difficult state. Just notice that it's causing you suffering. You can say something like, I'm not okay, and I'm hurting. This is not feeling good, and I'm suffering. Or you can say, I'm angry. As I realize it, I'm even angrier. This is not feeling good. I'm suffering. I'm hurting. Use whatever language feels right to you in the moment to acknowledge that you're suffering, that you're going through something hard. Now, for the third step, place a hand on your heart and one on the back of your head, right at the back of the skull, and say to yourself, this is a difficult moment. I am sorry that this is so hard. I wish this wasn't happening. I'm so sorry. Use any words that feel honest to you, that you'd probably use talking to a friend who's in a similar situation, a friend that you're offering support and compassion. This is self-kindness, self-compassion in action. This is you making it about you and putting you at the center of your life and not food. So this is what you just did. You acknowledged that you're having a difficult moment. You named what's difficult. You admitted that it's causing you suffering, and you offered yourself touch and self-comfort. Once now that you're done with these steps, you can keep enjoying the food that you are going to eat. You might find that now you want to eat less of it, or that you want a cup of tea or a shower instead. Check in. Ask yourself what you need. For some people, this practice might feel really unnatural or contrived. Some of my students have never had the experience of being gentle and kind to themselves. If this is your case and you're struggling to find the right words to comfort yourself, picture what you would say to a friend feeling what you feel, or what you would say to a child feeling what you feel. You can also ask a question that my friend Kelly Coffey uses with her students. What's the most caring thing I can do for myself right now? The question that works for me is, how can I be most loving to myself right now? When I was younger, I would even kiss my shoulder and say, oh, sweetie, it'll get better. It'll get better. I was so wise. I would like to make a note about this practice. This is not a new way for you to lose weight or stop emotional eating or try to fix yourself, because there's nothing wrong with you. We all experience times of emotional overwhelm, and we all cope in our own ways. The practice is not about making emotional eating bad and helping you not eat, but about attending to the underlying dynamics so that you can belong to yourself as a whole being in all of your complexity.